I am Cap Snell, known by some of my older railroad friends as Clarence, as well as some older family members still call me that. And of course we all know that people trying to sell you something, calling on the phone or calling at the house, they'll say, "Hi Clarence, I got this good deal for you." But I really prefer being called Cap. It's what I've been since I'm 12 years old, and I'm quite comfortable with that. I like writing poetry, but I have one here that's an unknown author, and I keep hanging this near my desk. It's called Don't Quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, don't quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about, and you might have won had you stuck it out. Don't give up though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faint and faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learned too late when the night slipped down how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems far. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worse that you mustn't quit. And here's one that I've seen a few years ago, and I also keep a copy of that nearby, called Footprints in the Sand. Because one night I had a dream. I was walking along the beach with the Lord, and across the skies flashed scenes from my life. In each scene I noticed two sets of footprints in the sand. One was mine and one was the Lord's. When the last scene of my life appeared before me, I looked back at the footprints in the sand, and to my surprise I noticed that many times along the path of life there was but one set of footprints. And I noticed that it was at the lowest, saddest times in my life. I asked the Lord about it. "Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you would walk with me all the way. But I noticed that during the most troublesome times in my life, there is only one set of footprints. I don't understand why you left my side when I needed you most." The Lord said, "My precious child, I never left you during your time of trail, where you see only one set of footprints. I was carrying you." I have many pieces. The one I will give you now would be from 1963. This would be more the tribute to the family of JFK. I have a personal letter from the family that I'm very proud of. What I had said to them was, this was actually for John F. Kennedy's mother: "Born into thee by thy will to have and to love was a son John, which by the help from above grew strong and brave, as do but prove, an honorable son by the guidance of you. The son grows wise of vigor and skill, this son looking outward and asking still, is it enough to love but the family tree, or must we love all and help them be free?" He studied his courses and he drew his chart. his dedication shone through right from the start. So he turned the boilers to a full head of steam to carry his country through to his dream. But behold, an assassin has found his mark. So tragic a moment near a beautiful park. As the truth rang out, all turned to prayer. But alas, the breath of life no longer was there. This day, the land of his first love mourns his son as he sails for above to the heavens where he can forever see. And we pray, may we have the strength to keep his nation free. From a small boy on, I used to write, but being that I wasn't with my family much and I moved around an awful lot, I lost most of them, but my mother retrieved a couple for me, and this is from 1942. I said, let's build it up. Drive right up in your old tin Lizzie, lift up the seat and we'll get busy. Our motor gas is sore, some fuel. It smiles at miles and kicks like a mule. Your tank is half full, what will it be? Shall we fill it up or only $3? How about water and a little oil? Better get some or you see the engine boil. What about tubes? Do you need a tire? Farther along they may charge you higher. If there's anything else you need today, buy it now before you drive away. If you don't want to buy, just say hello and give us a smile before you go. We're always glad to see you here, and we'll give you a smile or a souvenir. In 1945, while away in service, it was Mother's Day. And I sent my mom's little note. A mother is God's gift. A mother is the wondrous gift, the bright and shining light that God gave every one of us to teach us wrong from right. A mother is the gentle touch, the word, the smiling face, and all the things that make a home a cheerful, happy place. A mother is the sacrifice, the sympathy, and the care that make each joy seem brighter still and pain less hard to bear. A mother is to someone dear who is cherished all year through. A mother is a wondrous gift, especially when she is you. Of course, I do some silly ones too, and this one I call All Through the Year. The weather is funny, but what can we do? It's a bit of nature all the year through. We'll take a quick ramble and see the whole year, but we'll pick some special days that are more dear. Start with January and jump down the line. Stop in February, for here we can find birthdays of Washington, and there's Lincoln too. Both were great men of our history true. Then come breezy March, the wind out does blow. Away all the special days, so onward we go. We walk into April with flowers in spring. By now all the birds have started to sing. Now watch farmers' crops growing right into May. There's nothing but work in this month, they say. How to think of June? I really don't know, unless it's the new brides and the babies grow. Already we're in the month of July with the fireworks and all, which is leading to August, to the state fair and fall. But meanwhile September sends the kids back to school. All are complaining, but some new rule. October, it seems, gets better, the weather is fine. Mother and father are trying to make up their mind. November, the month of purchase of all those things that will hang by the fireplace when the Christmas angel sings. Their way into December, and a in Christmas Eve, not a single member of this family will leave. Curiosity has them. They are all in a spell, late and all retired dreaming of old Santa's bell. At 4 they awaken to peek through the lock, thinking would it be fair to turn back the clock? No, guess that wouldn't, so to jump back in bed, to resist all temptation, covers over the head. The time will pass quickly when all are in slumber. The alarm will ring soon and out from under. The covers so comfy they kept you so snug, but that you haven't forgotten to go sit on the rug. Down the stairs in the parlor, everyone is around, the most beautiful treat that's hardly a sound. Each one admiring some special gift or toy, whether they be grown-ups, the girl or the boy. The season is broken with many a thanks, and praises are many as the kitty's great thanks. Now this year is over. It's been mighty fine. Let's pray the next one will be equal in time. Headed down yet another year of life's path, with happiness and laughter, another to last. And as they travel, each one to enjoy, until soon these children have their own girl or boy. Each year the year starts and it ends near the same. No need to go through this whole story again. This is simply called How Can I Know? You say I have to trust and love you, but how can I know when all it seems you want to do is come and go? We met and talked and laughed a lot, then danced away the night. Our wants and views seemed so alike, you made it sound so right. And so we wed our honeymoon with promises of forever. But then you became an absentee and loved me almost never. And still you say I have to trust and love you. Please, how can I know when it seems all you want to do is come and go? If all my love has meant to you is leaving lonely hearts, then pack your bags and go your way for new and distant parts. Because you have new views of life, I cannot say I believe what you say. Your approach no longer works for me, so pack your bags and stay away. You see, I no longer trust and love you. How can I know? Because it seems that all you want to do is come and go. Don't know much about flowers, but one day I sat down with the old paper and pencil and put this down. I call Flower Parade. I say now these lines are just as crazy as a daffodil or daisy would be to join a larkspur in wedlock. If Lady Astor were parading as bluebells chime forever and the sunflowers shone down upon the bride of hollyhock. For you once were my rosebud, and my rose just as pretty as a queen bee in her flight for victory. Now you're my lonely only flower, and I love you more by the hour, and you're the only one to ever petal me. So while the orchestra's playing, there's a parade of flying flags and dandelions. We met and said, "Good morning, glory," as the pansies chased the violets to the fold. Saw Johnny jump up with Miss Water Lily, followed by a pansy with a cherry blossom in her hair. Overheard Miss Petunia and Geranium saying, "Cosmo's the boss, it just does not seem fair." Now to speak of the moonflower, for young love blossoms need its spell. So I'll take you by the hand, lead you through my flower land, then we'll stand like dreamers by the wishing well. By now you should get the poinsettia. Baby breath is in its cradle small. Granddad Zeke says, what incarnation ever started chrysanthemums a-bloomin' in the fall? Yes, you're the sweet pea of my garden and the lone gardenia of the lot. But let's dismiss the parade of flowers, and with your tulips, forget me not. And sometimes I thought about Christmas and had the little girls running around and tugging at me for presents and that. And I said, well, all girls aren't so lucky, so I wrote this: Santa hears a prayer. As the bells rang in the steeple, a little girl slid to her knee. She was asking our kind Father, may she have a Christmas tree. Her knees bare through her jodhpurs, and her feet cold from the ground. You could hardly hear the whisper neath the church bell's clanging sound. With the Christmas shoppers rushing in and out of every store, not one had time to stop and listen what she may be praying for. The stranger, fat and jolly, put his hand upon her head. Is my child, it's rather chilly. Should you not be home in bed? She looked up through eyes bewildered and asked the stranger, do you suppose old Santa would kindly bring my sister some new clothes? Well, the stranger sort of chuckled, then asked her to write a note that he may deliver to old Santa. Then he stuck it in his coat. Next day he was busy shopping. Everyone seen him with a smile. He knew he'd make someone happy, playing Santa for a while. Then early Christmas evening he went out and knocked upon a pane, left his bundle, and then vanished in the dark of night again. And that, as he watched the bundle from a distance, the bundle disappeared. He called out, Merry Christmas, and to all a Happy New Year. And the girls come home one day and they said, Dad, we need something for Christmas at the church for our church play. And they gave me all of 24 hours to do this, so I guess I was pretty lucky. I called a kid in Christmas. All through the year I'm just a kid doing all the things my parents did. I wake, but still I lay in bed till Mother threatens to douse my head. I get to school, but just in time. I've hardly sit at bell's last chime. I'm lax and lazy, but I hardly care, as long as class is over so I can hit the air. Taking hours getting home, we were playing ball. The season's on from spring to fall. Then there are skating and sleighing in the snow. Time is of no essence, as parents know. Now, hark, Thanksgiving is o'er, and wouldn't you know, the windows with Christmas are starting to show. My behavior now, it's beginning to change, for as you know, it would seem strange. If under the tree on Christmas Eve, not even one gift I did receive. It's painful, but I pray that I might be a good boy and do all things right. Off to bed at first yawn, up at first call, saying please and thank you to one and all. Well, the pressure that builds under my lid, waiting for Christmas to pass so I can be just a kid. This old call, Love Comes Home, and I started this a long time ago, and I put it aside. Well, I never did finish it the way it was intended to be finished, but I put sort of a different ending on it. I sit and watch from my resting place and search the crowd for that special face. The one I knew, it seems so long ago, that went away to places I don't know. Now can it be, to see so many faces, to travel so far and so many places, that I don't see that very special one? I've searched to find, where has it gone? I grow more old and tired, but still I stay, hoping to see someone coming my way. That can tell me where I may try to find his face, the apple of my eye. So I turn this tired, bewildered body back to home, my feet too weary to farther roam, and there he sat beholding to these weary old eyes as I approach the house just over the rise. How long has it been, I say to myself, I see a note and glance at the shelf. This high stack of mail, letters, cards, some ads, some askings, and many regards. So I dusted an old chair and I sit on Snap as a friendly young kitten jumped up on my lap. I sat there a minute or two, I suppose, my tired little body settled to doze. I sat there time endless, I needed the rest, unaware of something kept close to the vest. The old house was noiseless and nary a one could have guessed at the party and coming of fun. When I woke, a letter I clutched in my hand. With a note, please open, and you'll understand. As I read the letter, it was quite old. I could feel the longing of another unfold. It said, Dear Daddy, I didn't just go away. I was looking for happiness, so I couldn't stay. Dear Daddy, I found out, and married I be. I'm coming to visit you, Daddy. My husband of 3. Your grandchildren waiting to see this man that can do anything, if anyone can. Well, I looked at the postmark and then to the wall, at this big old calendar, and turned it to fall. October the 10th, the letter had said, as I glanced at the pages, a heart full of dread. I sighed a sigh of relief as my eyes did see. Today was the 8th, it seemed to me, that God had answered and led her back, for there was my loved ones at my very old shack. And sometimes I get an idea of how you can relate life, just your plain old life, as to things that are going on. So I call this life as camping out. Two people attracted to each other's charms, talk of all the things they wish could be. So brought them into each other's arms, expectedly, for all eternity. Comes in life the daily needs to tend, from what you have to what you want or need. To share in all the efforts they require is like camping out indeed. Having decided all of this journey's needs, traveling into the unknown forest street, to pick a site, a camp fair to make, these two chores to do, comfortable to be. The chosen site, abundant of life and all nature's best, 'tis all there to but choose of those, to agree in abundance, yourself invest, and spend time in achievement, splendor, and repose. Alas, damp chilly birth of dawn, and the twigs gathered for the fire are few. So does the chore adding to their stock become ours, or mine, or you. Lest all be cold, with hunger soon to come, one goes out to stock the pile to longer last. If life's needs are not met and overcome, the fire warm, the breakfast still, by one set of hands. Or if all the task of camping fall upon these hands with no company, how long can this desire last? What fun can camping be? Retreating to the security and comfort inside the home, to relax, to sleep nightly on a feather bed, believing there is no need to replenish all what life has given you, is not to face reality instead. So if your life seen as a feather bed turns to straw or maybe stone, and how could it be but one will spend much time alone? For having not shared of what God and nature intended you, but not so have your chances gone of regaining this wealth of compatibility and camping go. And I took my grandchildren Heather and Timothy to lake one day, and it was loaded with ducks and geese, and they were playing around there. We left there, and I had this mice saw in my mind, and I actually stopped by the roadside after I delivered them home and put this down. As I sit in quiet solitude among some of nature's very best, I've come to rest and enhance of it, to see a mother, two children's blessed. To hear the children asked to go near the lake, to see the drake or gander fair, that so leisurely are swimming there. To watch the smiles upon their faces in their awe, as the breezes cross the water's flow. So lazily the ripples show. And farther on, near the bridge, a man does stand, a pole in hand, in serenity, a fish to find, or peace of mind. I wonder what his purpose be. So as I am sitting still, I feel a chill. A stronger breeze does blow, the skies turn gray. This is nature's way of telling us the rain will come, and then the snow, to cover all of nature's beautiful attire. But none is lost, as beauty still remains, in puffs of white that come up night to glisten in the morning sun. As the waters of the lake now growing hard, its ice I see, and the children there will skaters be. To sit only and see not what surrounds you, nor enjoy of it, is to be closeted by closed door, having not seen the pleasure that could be so naturally forevermore. I have a couple little short ones here. This one I call Which Trail. That I have been treading the trails in life that lay before me. That I have walked on soft smooth lawns of grass and fields of stone, in search of the quiet smooth path of beautiful which I dream. Nor have I grown too tired of flesh and bone, to not look farther still as I reach a fence of rail upon which I sit, over which my feet may reach in either way. Is that I swing over to the side unknown to me, or to swing back to all the trails I know and tread them day by day. This is called Barbs and Thorns. To sit and need not to return the barbs that have embedded me, is how I see my way into some quiet seclusion and a better way to have spent my day, than to have charged the briars from whence they grow, or flamed the fire by words I'd like not to say. It's how I entertain my thoughts, my life as a better way. If I have secluded myself from within to my own destiny of quiet peace, no words to speak. For as I may sit and close my eyes to better see the text of all reality in life, and if I sleep and dream somewhere a better life I see, how wrong am I to seek its source? Grown to believe that chosen by you what you thought was always right has gone awry, but still I try. To not embrace of those that may have befriended me in my solitude, lest I be rude or seem naive. Now, having no further clear thought in mind, I leave behind to my fate. The days that lay ahead for me could forebe if I choose to lose of yesterday and be richer in my life. Well, this is side 2 of the tape, and I'll give you some more. printing's not too clear on some of these. That's why I'm stuttering a little bit. This is called To Rock the Boat. To feel of the rocking boat in violent rest, as but the still quiet breezes blow, and ripples break over the water's calm. With fair sky but seldom cloud, shines sun so strong and warm, now to know but both the violence and the balm. Not but from inside the quest to be heard, not to have all be of your command, not to see the storm is but within yourself, nor to quiet same and more docile be, as how these about you may choose to be without your company. And this is the rivulet's flow. I took a trip to the mountaintop, where the rivulets start but do not stop. Trickling and turning down the mountain they go, picking up falling rain or the melting snow, flowing through the trees over the rocks at night, churning near the bend gray, greeting dawn's first light, flowing off toward the meadows, onward they flow, passing down the hillside through the fields below. The waters twist and turn, they spin and fall, picking up leaves and twigs with other items small. They ripple and turn, flowing on until one day the waters all come to rest in some far-off bay. And this I would call time for leisure. If time for leisure I could not find, for always I had work on my mind, as work was the answer to my cool, busy hands, busy mind, a cardinal rule. So time and leisure kept passing me by, no time to travel by boat or fly. I have not the need for a traveling band, nor do I have need for a camper or plan. But to think of the days, the highways, the rivers and roads that stretch far out over the country to see, and to go not speeding, but traveling slow. To look and walking so leisurely, the better to view all that nature has made, fields harvest of crops, trees losing their shade. As leaves come tumbling down, it surely is fall. From the roads of Pennsylvania, you can't see it all. Take off, go ahead, cross over the bridge, drive through the valley and over the ridge. At end of day, when leisure you've found, that better your tomorrows will abound. This would be called pedestal. As the whole world is just an audience, and the many actors that cross the stage to read the script and try to play the part. They may change the words or make new scenery, but it never comes off well, as all can tell. Or if or not, the script is not from the heart, and so it is that here I stand, behind curtains drawn, reaching out to usher you through tomorrow's dawn. For as I place you on this pedestal for all to see, I cannot ask that you step down, but for me. This is the pebbles as emotions. There are pebbles that would boulders be, though they are small and can be tossed about, or lay upon the path where you may choose to walk, to be reminders that a tiny pebble can cause doubt. Should you step upon a pebble and it should cause a moment of discomfort to break your stride, do not kick at it or throw it far away, but rather place it gently to one side, lest this pebble grow to be a stone, and this stone looms larger from time to time, until it has grown to a boulder be, or so it may seem deep within your mind. So tread lightly over grains of sand that line the beach, or you may go to share of leisure there, or to walk the path where the pebbles lay, to be reminders that they would share in the beauty of nature, or be a pest, should someone step upon them with intent to show the world which they would tread, and try to be master of all that God has lent to all things on this earth, to have an equal share, or try to be master or use of selfish choice. Beware of this tiny pebble there, for it may have a boulder's voice. That a pebble can remind you that no matter what the size, a grain of sand, a pebble, or a stone, if you cannot handle all with care, then it's better that you leave it all alone. This was January 29th, 1986, just a few short days after Challenger blew up in the sky. I call this God Bless Challenger and its crew. We looked to the sky the other day to watch in pride Challenger on its way, but shortly there would be deep remorse, as all have watched Challenger go off its course. Yet, not the end of a great lesson there has been well taught by a teacher fair, for she was looking ahead, upward and out, to tell all her pupils what space was about. So honorable and brave was this crew, always honoring our nation in what they do. They'll never be forgotten by you and me, for the picture is embedded for all eternity. Here's love from all, though we know them but by name. We are all Americans, just the same. And we Americans are proud of our heritage, from Christopher Columbus to our present space age. Challenger, well named, a challenge it was. They accepted the challenge and were serving us. And here's to the teacher, the technician, the pilot, the crew, forever in our memory. May God bless you. And a lot of times those older people, you know, those old gray-haired people, we looked at a mother and her child and we say, now why can't that child be good, or why does they have to be disagreeable? Well, anyway, I call this a mother's pride, a mother's pain. You are first to be your mother's pride, having conceived and nourished you from inside. But at birth, when she tries and tries again, you, fair child, have been your mother's pain. As you came to life of pride and much desire, that you be her child for which to care, so that she may spend much time tending your need, or to teach you all of the love to share. So it is that you grow to be your mother's pride, to walk, to talk, to be always near her side. For she has had the heart to share your pain, and for you she would do it once again. But you have grown to think you need not share or honor of the pride and lessons there. Remember, what you do to hurt your mother's pride must live with you forever, deep inside. If you listen and can hear the pride in a mother's voice, or see the stress upon the face, that is pain. Still, you cannot see or feel the aching in her heart. Have you caused your mother pain again? And this is called Friendly Company. When I wake to the thoughts of a friend upon my mind, as I recall the places we have been to see, it is to be a pleasant day that lies ahead, for all there is of pleasant memory. When I remember places we have been to dine, or just to sit or walk along the rocky path, up through the trees to look across the valley, the river beyond, to find no moment so serious that we could not laugh, and talk of yesterday, what has been, or tomorrow, what we may like for it to be, most seriously, but still we remain friends, the best of friends, that this will never change for you and me, for all eternity. It's so nice to be in your company. This is the way I described a Valentine one year. It says, not just a Valentine. Valentine is such an ordinary word all by itself, until there are other words to make it seem that it has some special meaning to attract, or cause some special thoughts to be a dream. So I say that a Valentine should say, V, a very special person that you are, a friend. A, always a pleasure and a comfort in company. L, lending of your ear, a touch of hand. E, eyes that I adore and understand. N, nice, yes, very nice in every single way. T, time, which you give and never with complaint. Yes, I am the lucky one to have found, and new friendship, new leisure, new life itself. E, every time we talk, or touch, or kiss, is a reminder what a Valentine is really meant to be. This is Country Boy Still. Yes, I was a country boy. In reality, I was always happy there. It's only that my pride of country called on me to make me feel that I should go to do my share. That I might leave someone behind to not understand what was in my heart, what was my priority. Not that I was to gallop off into the sunset or expect that the whole world I would see. So that I served, but did not return to this place, from where I had gone to meet my friends, to be at home, or to search for a familiar face that I had left standing there, quite alone. There are some magnets built around the city lights that attract and can hold a country boy in great awe. There are those things for your eyes to see, to experience. And as I see it now, this is what I saw. As the years have since passed along, the new decades, the new highways, the old memories, why is it that we always remember best the things in life no one else ever sees? This I called cool, clear water. As you walk the trails of life in search of your destiny, and you should sit to watch the cool, quiet waters flow, as they crest or swirl gently over the spillway, to run faster, yet faster to be trapped by dam below. So is life, not always as quiet or calm as you might like, nor can the dam forever hold a strain. If in life those storm clouds keep reappearing, and the dam must withhold the torrent rain, or to burst to let those troubled waters flow, reaching out far beyond their normal course, seeking new channels into which they may go, that they may become calm again and lose their force. For in the depth of the cool, quiet waters is where nature hides, or stories, the secrets of the life that is there, to be shared only when the waters are calm, no breezes blow, that cannot be seen when the waters churn, cloudy to become, of the thoughts that come from the depth of cool, clear water. I guess some would say I use too much of the common natural things, but that's the way my mind runs. This is called your eternity. To say that this is for an eternity, or that it started just yesterday, may not be quite understandable. Can it be that we were guided on our way? It is said that what is right will flourish, and what is wrong will find stones upon the path. So tread lightly around the stones there, to avoid the bruises that may come from errant wrath. Walk slowly into the days ahead of you, for in your haste you may miss a stride, that had you been walking this path more slowly, you would not be here today with injured pride. Time may heal the wounds, but memories linger, to return time and time again to leave you know that you seldom fall when walking slowly, but may fall to be bruised when in haste you go. So in search of something for an eternity, slowly walk with patience and clear mind, to better see and study all the pieces, and in comfort and love and in eternity you will find. This I call Springtime Lovers. I guess I'm a little sentimental, and spring's not that far away, so. Anyway, it is springtime. They say that beckons to young lovers. But is it because they are young or because it is new? Or does it really need to be springtime to have found love and do what lovers do? Or is it youth that can only find this emotion? No, for as long as the heart beats and breath is there is always this longing for devotion and a need for life of which to share. Let them say that springtime is just for young lovers. Let them say the excitement is in your youth. But let them know at any time is for senior lovers. For senior lovers is sweeter than wine and smoother than vermouth. Leave them talk or quip about the gray hair, or let them pass by if we walk slow. Where are they going in such a hurry? Love will still be there tomorrow, if you wish it so. And I have another about the flag here, and I call this proud to salute my flag. I put my hand upon my heart to feel the vibrant pulses start, for I am proud to see and salute this grand flag of our land. I would stand here in rain or snow or in the cold. I would stand here if I am young or old to praise my flag. If there are those that would disagree that this flag stands for peace and liberty, let them go to the USSR and freeze their pride. Or go south to the Castro land where the Cubans are working hand in hand and taking orders from the hammer and sickle from Red Square. So, through the hurricanes of the Florida coast or the hot sun that burns Kansas dry, the wind that picks the sand and drives it through the air, to the snow-covered mountains of Colorado or Maine, the ice-covered lakes of Illinois and Michigan. May this grand flag be forever waving there. There may be a rumble, a California quake. This gold flag may quiver or shake, but still sits atop the pole where it belongs. That there is nothing equal to this in my mind, but something of less importance I can find, would be the Statue of Liberty. For it bears out what our flag would say: welcome and freedom to all that pass this way. Welcome, come to me and share of this land. That this was the most sincere intentional thought that any country's residing fathers got and put in words in simple phrase of strength. That being why I would stand in rain or cold, whether I feel fear or proudly bold, in honor of this flag that is flying here, day after day and year after year. So it takes time to repair bridges, and time heals all wounds. Well, I expect this is a little combination of those two. The bridge of time. It is not really lonely that I am, just lonely that for a time I need to feel, until the bridge of time will close again, so I may once more hold what is real. For only then do the lonely moments disappear. Only then do I feel full heart and ease of mind, as only that I reach out to see you or draw you near, do I again feel your presence and comfort find. And in this company I relax, new strength I know. There are smiles and laughter that I have missed, for in the past I did not find it so, nor had I the desire to draw someone near or be kissed. But the bridge of time now changes all of that. Some days pass by when I cannot see you, but the thought is always there, that tomorrow we will be together, you and me. If those tomorrows are separated by yesterdays, the yesterdays only make the tomorrows more sweet, as a bit of loneliness that would linger there always seem to disappear when we meet. I guess one morning I woke up, I considered that maybe some people wouldn't wake up this day. And I said, thank you, God, that I wake. I thank you, God, for each morning that I wake. The duties of another day I shall partake. Though I step gently by the idle toes in my path, lest I step on them to hear the phrases of their owner's wrath. It is farther out into this life I wish to go. Many other things I wish to see and get to know. Still it is stronger, yet wiser I wish to grow. Please God, guide me to make it so. If by your guidance, with the comfort of a friend, I might make some impression on a younger mind, to think less about today, for today will end, seeking in all of those tomorrows your life to find. This day I woke to say, thank you, God. You are truly the master of my fate. As it seemed you would say to me, go forward on, do not hesitate, nor look back or hear what others may say, for they have but themselves to satisfy. Do what it is in life that is your proper way, to stay healthy, be happy, else life will pass you by. That I reach out in directions new to me, to find quiet, relaxing comfort which I desire, or need to put my mind and heart at ease, that my thoughts put to verse as I transpire. Thank you, God, that I wake this fine day, that it is spring, where your strength of nature will now show. Again the flowers bloom, the trees, the grass where we tread. Thank you, God, for everything. There is a finer life we can know. One St. Patrick's Day, which is March 17th, I guess we all know, I come home with this ice cream cake, and it had the decoration of a leprechaun upon it. This cake got put away for, it seemed like forever. I don't know if it was ever finally eaten. So I call this cold leprechaun. There is this leprechaun, all made of cream and cake, resting in deep freeze, all turned to ice. Why is it resting there so long, would you ask? It has been forgotten since St. Patrick's Day twice. As each time the thought of biting, devouring it, something of distraction comes about, or the nearness of you, just your company, could be of more importance without doubt. So if the leprechaun remains forever in the deep freeze, if all the colors fade from his uniform, it's a kiss I would rather choose over frozen ice cream, a kiss and holding you to keep you warm. Pass the leprechaun on to all the children. Let them laugh and enjoy it as they tell a fairy tale. It is better to me to forsake the cream cake than to miss a kiss or let our love go stale.